Hi everybody, this is Frank. Today I want to show you some of the music apps that I use on my iPad. The first app I'm going to talk about is iGigbook. iGigbook is an index that the programmers created for jazz musicians to insert their books that they've already acquired. Hal Leonard publishes these gig books, these real books. The real book is basically contains lead sheets or head charts of jazz tunes, of popular jazz tunes, and they're all in standard keys. And the musicians that play jazz refer to these for their pickup gigs or their jam sessions. For example, I'm going to open up one called the Classic Real Book. Now, all these tunes are on this book. Now, the program doesn't actually supply the songs. You have to get them yourself. And like I said, Hal Leonard does publish these. So, for example, I'm going to pick A Night in Tunisia, and there's the actual PDF out of the gig book, out of the real book. And so I can go to any gig or jam session and have this in my bag, and I just have access to all of these books right here in my bag. I can stick it on my stand, and instead of carrying all these books around, they're right here. Technology is a wonderful thing for musicians. This is the iGigbook. There's also iGigbook. You can put in your own scores in here. I have some books that I've acquired that I use as reference. This one is on public domain song anthology that I picked up, and all these are in there. Now the thing about this one is it doesn't have an index. If I click on this icon up here, it'll bring a slider that lets me scroll through the songs. So they're alphabetical, so I would just have to see what's in here. I'm not sure if I have these. These are all old public domain songs, and this is a really cool little book that I got. But anyway, any books that I do acquire, I'll PDF them or make PDFs out of them and stick them in this iPad. And okay, that goes over there. And again, if I tap on here, it's going to bring me the scroll bar so I can scroll through this. And I think this book might have an appendix or a table of contents. Let's see. Yeah, it does. This one does. So I can see what's in here, and then I can actually invoke the menu here and then scroll to it. So for example, I'm going to go to Call Me. Bye Bye Blackbird. That's a good standard. Okay, so I'm going to slide over to the B's. Let's see, B-Y-E. Let's see, I can do this. There it is. And so this is a tune that's in a standard key, a concert key for faking and to go to jam sessions. It's a good reference, like I said. Okay, so that's my iGigbook. It also has a song search. So I can, if I was playing a gig and I go to the song search and somebody said, I want to play Blue Bossa. Okay, so I'll do this. B-L-U. B-O. Oh, you have to learn how to spell. Okay, blue. B-O. There's Blue Bossa. And those are all the instances of Blue Bossa that I have in my library. The standard one is probably going to be the Classic Real Book. Da, 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 da. Okay, there that is. And if I wanted to look at a different version, I've got it in another book. And that's basically, let's see, this is in the same key. This one is in B flat. This one is in E flat. Okay, so That's in C minor. Sorry. So that's how I use this. There's also the new real book. It's in there. That's also in C minor. So it's a very powerful tool. The next one I'm going to talk about is an app that musicians are using for practice, and some of them use them on gigs. And this app here is called iRealPro. This just gives you the chords, and I'm going to go into oh boy, something easy. I'll pick this Beatles song, and I love her. Okay, so this is the structure of this Beatles song. It just has the chords. Also, this app has an accompaniment feature. There's an intro, and then it goes into the first verse. All right. So now this app also has flexibility of playing and taking out instruments. So I'm a bass player, so I don't usually have the bass in there, but this is how it works. And it has chord embellishment. So if I wanted to practice this if I was a guitar player, I could just take this out and play with it. Oh, don't make me be stupid here. That's supposed to be out. Let me start this over. Maybe that'll take care of it. There it is. So I can play guitar over this, or I can play melodies over this if I was a horn player. If I was a horn player, like a flute or a clarinet or a trumpet or a saxophone or a trombone or any melodic instrument, you can have this instant accompaniment. This is a great practice tool. This has a lot of styles in it. You can download styles. People share styles online, and so you can pick them up. So here's a Brazilian a group of tunes that I have. And so I'll play this one, a Joe Beam tune. Okay, nothing going on there. Let's see what I got instrumentation wise. Okay, I only have drums, so I'm going to turn on the bass and the vibraphone. So now I can practice with this along with it, learn how to solo over the chords. Okay, that's iRealPro. Great program, and you can look on the Apple Store for this stuff. Here is a country tune, country songs. Now I'll play just to show you what country sounds like. It's got a banjo. How about that? Okay, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to back up and go back to the jazz. So here's a tune, A Foggy Day. All right, so I picked that one. I expand it. You can also change the key on the fly. All right, so this little icon down here brings up, let's see, that's the chord diagrams. Let's see where it is. F major, here it is right here. It says F major, you can't see it. But it brings up a menu here, so I can change the key on the fly. So right now I'm going to change it to B flat. Okay, there it is. It's in B flat now. Slider for tempo. Great practice tool. I don't know if I can change the pitch on the fly, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to change it to E flat. Okay, that's iRealPro. Great program for rehearsing. Some guys even actually use it for gigs. They just use the rhythm part of it. They program the form of the song in here. It's got A, B, A. This one has A, B, A, C. So it looks like it's going to go A, B, A. And then it's got a third section here. But you can program the form any way you need to. And then these guys play with this live, and they just put the accompaniment as they need. For example, if I'm a guitar player, and I wanted to have a drummer behind me, and I'm playing a little tiny, coffee shop or something, I just turn it on, and I would turn on the drums, and maybe the bass, but maybe I don't want the bass. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And then I'm playing my guitar along with the drummer. Or I'm going to have a bass player. And these guys work cheap, by the way. Yeah, right. Okay. And the bass player should come in after the intro. Oh. I've seen a lot of guys do this as solo acts. Okay, so this is a great practice tool. It's called iRealPro. All right, next is an app that I use a lot, and I use it so much that I have it on my home screen. Now, I play in different groups. I play in about 4 or 5 different groups at a time, and I'll get calls to sub for other people, and the band leader will send me their set list and say, learn these songs. That happened to me last weekend, and I had to learn 36 songs. I can't learn them all. I'm old, my noggin doesn't retain all that stuff. But I do use this as a reference, and I'm going to tell you that this Onsong, it'll hold PDFs and also holds text files. And what I like about this one, I think the thing I like the most about it is the fact that I've been using it so long. I'm grandfathered into the 2020 version. There is a 2024 version, which is the current year, and it's a subscription service now. I don't play enough and don't play often enough to have to, or I don't use the features that are baked into the paid versions. So, like I said, I'm grandfathered into this, and it works just fine for me. For example, okay, so I play in a Gordon Lightfoot group, tribute, and I've been playing in it now for a while, but I've gotten really used to using this as a practice tool when I'm traveling, and as a reference tool on stage. And I'll give you an example of how I use this. And I'm going to go to, let's see, if you could read my mind. All right. So this is an example of a PDF that I have in this program. I imported it from my computer. Now, on this app, it's got a metronome feature so that I can get the time off of it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. Sometimes we don't have a drummer. Gordon Lightfoot doesn't have drums in a lot of the tunes, so I'm the guy that kind of sets the tempo. Also on this, there's a feature so you can actually put the songs. So I have the songs attached to the sheets.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell.
So that's how I use it on stage, or if I'm practicing. And this is Onsong 2020. Now 2024, a lot of praise groups use this in churches, and a lot of people use it. It also has a great feature where you can stream or beam or share the songs from the master iPad to other people in the band. Now I know there are other groups that do this, but I'm other not groups but other apps that allow this. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I know that Onsong does. I think that's one of the things that they're real famous for. Something about Onsong and how I use it is I've got my master library. Right now I've got 835 songs in it. Every time somebody asks me to learn something, I learn it or I'll stick it in here. Here's a tune, A Better Man, Clint Black song. I entered these chords, I entered these changes that I got off the internet. And when I do that, I have to make sure that I proof them and make sure they're right, because a lot of the stuff that you get off the internet, these guys do it and the chords aren't exactly right and the form's not exactly right. So I'll have to go through it and play along with them and make my changes to make it work. So I'm going to show you right now how easy it is to change things. I don't know if I want to do this song because it's kind of set in stone, but I'll go to let's see, this one, All About That Bass. I learned this song to play with my friend Trisha, and we did it as a live stream, and it was really fun. But here's my notes. Okay, oops, there it goes. All About That Bass. Megan Trainor repeats the same chord progression throughout the song. This is the notes that need. This is all I need when I'm playing. Okay, it's going to repeat the song. That's it. That's all I care about as a bass player. Now the vocalists can use this to read, all this stuff. So I'm going to change a couple of chords. So you can't see the icons. Oh yeah, you can. There's an icon here with a little A right there. I can tap on that and it'll bring up an editor so I can change the chords on the fly. One of the things that this does is it knows what some of the changes have been in there. So there you go, like that. So I can just type them in, or I can do it the long way, and also I can type in lyrics, like that. So it works pretty well, and that's in there. I don't want to save it, but if I were to save this, it would be on the chart. So I'm going to cancel this, discard changes. So this has a light mode and a dark mode. I'm using the dark mode because I don't want the light from this shining into my face. There's a gear icon here that has settings I can change. App color, low light mode, all this. It's very cool. It's a very cool thing. I can't go through all of them right now, but you might want to play with this and read about it. So another thing that it does, it allows me to put little sticky notes in here. So I can just say sticky, do play. Oh, and by the way, I don't type well. Play. Oh, look at that. Play upper register. I don't know. Just a stupid note that I put in there. Don't pay attention to my spelling, okay? I am literate. I just can't type. So here's a note, and I can change the settings of the note to customize them and make it change the way the note looks. There it is. So it's very noticeable now. So I can stick that anywhere on anything that I have, and then it's easy to take off. I can delete. I can trash the note. Done. All right. So that is Onsong. It's a lot of Onsong. So what I'm going to do about Onsong right now is I'm going to show you how I can get my sets in order. So on the bottom here, I have a sets icon. There it is. I don't want a new set. So this group here I'm playing with on Tuesday, and the guy gave me a set list. So I've got this set list in here, but he changes it. You know how leaders are. Changes it all the time. Like, instead of me let's see. I don't think this likes me. I can drag this. If I had a wagon, this is going to go up here. I can't help but wonder. After that, Colorado's calling me. Here it is. I can't see. Oh, Miss Mary. This is a group that I play with. They're volunteers, and these are a bunch of a senior group that I play for. We're playing at the county fair for the senior day, and it's a bunch of volunteers, and we're doing it for the senior community. But this is all a bunch of sing-alongs and claps and help people feel good. But that gives you an idea of how this app works. So let's see. I think I got a lot of these together. I'll do one more just to show you. Okay, so the last one I did was Colorado's calling me. There it is. And I got to find Oh Miss Mary. There it is. Move this up here. Way Out of Range. This is a fun song. Just to show you how this works. Okay, Oh Miss Mary. I want to open this. I'm done with that for now. But I'll go to Oh Miss Mary. No, I want Way Out of Range. By the way, I use a foot switch for this to change between songs. This might be out of focus here. But oh, give me a home where there ain't no cell phones and there ain't no cell towers anywhere. The only thing heard is the sound of a bird, and the satellites can't find us there. This is for a bunch of people that do trailers and travel and just want to get away. Not Luddites. Maybe they are, I don't know. And maybe I'm getting that way too. But for now, I still use technology, and I think technology is really good for music. Anyway, that's how I use it. Hope you're having a good day. Happy Sunday.